Through the devious cave I went, in search of evil that will repent. A horrid plot did unfold, the plague obscene, funded by gold. A king lost to the echoes of time, a temple purified through reason and rhyme. The new world lies ahead, its deity tormented by fear and dread. With a heavy heart and a solemn soul, it was released from its prison, my new goal. An ancient city named Priftinas, filled with rewards aplenty and some tasks. A weapon unlike any other, with cringe and tism I must plunder. Hope is high, will is strong, now this grind begins. But for how long? It begins. So, we're looking alright at the start. We've got 5 seeds and 100 kills. We're +1 crystal armor seed over where we should be. I definitely hope I go not dry on this particular adventure. It would be nice to have this within a reasonable amount of time. Now, I'm not going to cry if I don't get it in a reasonable amount of time. I'm perfectly fine going 800 here. I don't know about going beyond that, but definitely 4 to 800, I would be okay getting it enhanced. If I get one of these early, I'm probably going to stick around to at least 400 just so I can accumulate enough gold for 99 fletching and all of my crystals and enough seeds to not have to worry about it for a long time. The alkables from this are absolutely disgusting, by the way. Like, this isn't everything from 100 kills. I alked midway through. I'm going to alk this later today, though, and then I'll create a new tab that's exactly correct for 200 kills. I won't alk the arrows, though. The arrows can stay. They're nice and pretty. I like them. Plus, they're mixed in with some of my own stock that I had from before, so these aren't accurate. And yeah, but, you know, I've really been enjoying Corrupted Gauntlet. It's some of the best designed content Jagex has ever made, actually. Like, a lot of people seem to really dislike this place. I'm not quite sure why. It's actually phenomenal. Like, it's very challenging, it's difficult, it's really nice, it's really fun, really good. You know, it takes a lot to do. It requires a lot of focus. It goes well with, you know, anime music and weeboo stuff. So, oh wait, and I also have a bunch of pickaxes, right? Oh man, that's a lot of pickaxes. But yeah, so, you know, at least how I'm feeling about this now, I'm gonna make this like a new series where I, you know, see how my progress is on some of the larger grinds, because this can turn into a very long grind if things go horribly awry. And I've had some horrible awry times. For instance, my main, it took me 2,200 Cerberus to get my first Primordial Crystal, which, ooh, that was not good. It took me 3,500 kills to get my first Hydra Claw. I remember that. That wasn't fun either. So, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you get got, as someone once said. I personally I'm looking forward to my long, expansive grind. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go if I go extremely dry. Like, if I go beyond 800 kills, am I going to continue this? I don't know, because currently I have a Lizardman Shaman task, right? And I was thinking about it, and all I could think about was, you know, this task would be a lot better if I had a Bofa instead of a magic short bow imbued. And, you know, I was going to just do like 5-10 kills a day, but then I ended up doing 50, and you know how it goes. Sometimes you just, like, it's enjoyable content. Like, I'm unironically having fun doing Gauntlet. I wonder if most people start out that way, or how the mental state goes, because I will be categorizing at least some of my longer grinds and displaying my mental state when going through it. Plus, it's just fun to see, you know, your improvement as time goes on and where you're heading. So at least for me, I'm thinking I'm going to do 400 pretty much no matter what, just to have a nice stockpile of crystals. Did I just... Good thing I have a lot of those. I need those for pies for the boost and paying some fees for protecting trees. That was rather silly of me to eat that, but it's fine. I have a billion of them. But yeah, don't do that, folks. Whatever you do. And yeah, And this is the Fertile Soil Birdhouse run. What the heck? There's a plane above. It's a bird, it's a plane. The Chinese have finally come to wipe me off the face of the earth. That's good. And in personal notes, though, since I quit my job, I've already lost 2 pounds. I went from 140 to 138 right now. Feeling much more muscular because all I do all these days now is just work out and play old school RuneScape. So, you know, it's a lot better that way, being truly the neat master race here. I'm going to turn the purple off. Let's go with my dark. I like the darker face right now, you know. The shadows and the light. I can go back here and, like, go that full Sith Dark Lord sort of aesthetic. I don't know. Let me know. Is that a good aesthetic? Is it a bad aesthetic? We'll see. Either way. Back on with the... Yeah. So, usually I will break grinds down into less kills, and as this progresses, I'm sure I'll break it down further and not do like 50 or 100 a day, or whatever crazy shenanigans I am doing, but, you know, right now I'm definitely enjoying it, and the rewards are definitely there. I don't know why so many people, like, despise this content. Is it just because they just would prefer AFKable bosses? Because this one is obviously extremely difficult. It's obviously very, you know, mentally draining to kill it for hours on end. Which is why I'm sure in the future I'm gonna, like, knock it down to, like, 5 instead of 50 in a day, but, you know, at the end of the day, I have already half the crystal armor seeds I need. I could make the chest. I'm going to not make anything until I have an enhanced crystal, or I have such an overwhelming amount of shards that I don't need anymore. Because let's pretend my next 2 kills drop me 2 enhanced crystal seeds, right? You know, Iron Man thinking here. You know, let's call that wishful thinking. So let's pretend my next 2 kills give me 2 separate enhanced crystal seeds. I then have the option to, you know, if I've saved all of my crystals, make a Blade of Saldor to continue Slayer, as well as the Bofa, and then make the crystal armor set later. Because the armor set, while super good, isn't really going to be required until Zora, especially not the helmet, so I only really need 5 crystals, and I'll probably have them by 2 or 300, all 5 of the armor seeds, because they seem to be dropping like candy for me. 3 and 100 already, so, you know, that's a good sign. And then I can just pickpocket later on to make those. But we will see how it goes. It's probably not going to be that good for me. I imagine I could very rarely end up being one of those people that has like 1k, and then, you know, I'll probably make one of these every 1 or 200 kills, just a video describing my mental state. And something else that's really fun about especially difficult content like Gauntlet, the Inferno, if you've ever done that, is the gradual progression over time, or you can literally feel the difference. And the Gauntlet fight itself, I think, is really, really well done, because the entire thing is scripted. Like, there's no mistaking about it. There's not a lot of RNG in it. It's just down to, can you execute the mechanics in the short amount of time properly? And that's my favorite type of fight, is, you know, minimal RNG, mostly about mechanics, mostly about, you know, click accuracy and brain power. And yeah, that's not the cape I wanted to use. And yeah, you can die to a misclick. It does happen. I do it all the time. I don't know what my... I should look at what my kills and deaths are after this. I don't even think I've passed my deaths yet as kills, because I died a lot whilst learning. Like you do, you know. But I'll check out the stats in just a second after I finish grabbing my Cadentines. I already have 90 Herblore banked. I just need to go do it. I'm not going to telegrab Wines of Zamorak because, heck it, after I get a Bofa too, that means I could do Calfight Queen without a D Warhammer. I could Karis Partisan Bofa Calfight Queen down, get a task for it. You know, there's my Desert Diary too, so Bofa unlock Zora, Calfight Queen, all of this, like, basically everything in the game. And then I can get a whip. Maybe I'll get a Blade of Saldor before 400. You know, one can hope. I'm probably not going to go 2x in the positive way. I'm much more likely, in my experience, to go 2x in the negative way. But we'll see. You know, my main had 2,200, you know, for prims, like 4 or 5x drop rate for primordials. Same thing for Hydra Claw on my main, but, you know, it's a main, it didn't matter that much. The gold was still there, so I was farming pets, not the bloody stupid crystals. And yeah, I will high alch everything before I do any more gauntlets, just to try and make the loot tab a little bit more organized for my next 100 or so. But I'm really enjoying it. Let's look at the stats on the kills and deaths now for me learning Gauntlet. The Quizmaster wants me. I don't care. It's not worth my time to do that. By the way, this city is so beautiful. I never appreciated Prifddinas in the Gauntlet until I actually started doing it. Like, by the time Gauntlet came out of the game, I already had a twisted bow, and when you have a T-bow, you make T-bow money, so doing something like the Gauntlet doesn't make a lot of sense, so... Oh, my completions are finally past my deaths, and my best time is absolute dog. I'm sure you guys are proud of that. 1030. That's the low stats, no rigor life. And this is like tier 2 and tier 1 prep. I think this is like a tier 1 prep. And I apparently died in normal Gauntlet. I'm not sure how that happened. Did I? I might have forgotten the entire fight mechanics at that point. I don't know. But yeah, my completions are ahead of my deaths now, so that's always good. I was surprised. I thought I died more than that, but I guess not. I'm actually a G. So yeah, that's the state of things. That's the stats of things. And I am off to go swap my spellbook. It is time to be a high alky boy, I think, and start working on bringing that cash stack on up, actually, because, you know, I'm about to high alk, I don't know, 10 mil of stuff or whatever. Like, Corrupted Gauntlet just prints alks. And so this is going to fund my 99 fletching. I already have 99 construction bank. I'm in the money. And then anything after that is going to be runes. Oh, I'm going to be able to buy all of my runes, buy all my zeniths. I don't have to worry. No worries, folks. It's free real estate. Ah, I love it. But yeah, I'm just a PVM addict. You have a great day, though. Peace.